Welcome to the 6th week of Secrets to Become a Sexier Man. And this week I've decided to do a video explaining about body language because, it's quite hard for me to actually tell you what is correct and what is not just by audio. So I decided to do a video for this. And I'm going to explain what is body language, why it's so important for you to master it, and I'm going to explain what is wrong from what is right in every single situation that you may have. So what is body language? Quite exactly what is body language and the reason why you need to improve this. I would say that body language is one of the most important things when it comes to you being an attractive guy. Because body language are everything that you do. It's the gestures that you have. It's me talking, and while I'm using my hands to express my ideas to you, it's body language that I'm using to express it. It's just tilting your head up. It's your whole presence. It's the way that you behave. It's everything that you do when it comes non-verbally is body language, and so on. And it is said that 93% of the way you interact with others is non-verbally, and that's body language and also voice tone, and 7% is what guys usually focus the most, what they need to say verbally, which is quite very stupid when you think about it. So you gotta focus on the bigger piece of the cake, which is 93%. And this is a really huge percentage and makes a fucking huge impact. Most guys have a very awful body language. They have a kind of body language which women won't even notice. And I tell you what, the first thing that women see when they look at you is just the way that you present yourself. It's the way that you are presenting yourself, the way you are talking with others, the way that you are carrying yourself. This is the first thing they can see. And just in 2 and 3 seconds, between 2 and 3 seconds, just by them looking at you, you can pretty much decide if you are an attractive guy, if you are confident or not, just by this. So you gotta get this right. So I'm going to talk about several things. I'm going to talk about how you should sit. And I'm going to, from what guys commonly do, and I see when they are in social environments, I'm going from the wrong, and then I'm going to give you the correct way of doing stuff. Then I'm going to talk about how you should stand correctly, and also how you should walk more attractively, a more attractive way of walking. And also I'm going to talk about avoiding nervous habits, which is something that many guys actually have. So let's start talking about how you should sit. Okay? So this is me. Imagine that I am currently in a nightclub or a bar or wherever you usually like to go. And imagine that I have this huge sofa. Many times you can find one. You have a big sofa. What guys have a tendency of doing when they are nervous is they usually go to the corner of the sofa. So they position themselves in the corner of the sofa because they feel nervous, and the thing that they want to do is to actually hide themselves. So they go and dig themselves in the corner of the sofa. And once again, that's not attractive. Women won't notice you. If you have enough space on the middle of the sofa, that's exactly the place where you should position yourself, because women will notice you the most there. And I'm going to give you the wrong ways of positioning yourself. And once again, you gotta really be aware. You gotta be in the moment to see what you are doing wrong. And even the positions that I'm going to talk about, you might be doing something in between or something completely different, but it's just not attractive, and you should focus on what I'm doing right and correct your way of doing stuff. So let's go and talk about what is wrong when you sit. This position is completely wrong. You cannot see the my feet. I'm on the tip of my feet. I'm positioning my body forward. I'm with my hands like this, crossed, and so on. And many times, what guys do is because they are so nervous, they start tapping their leg because they are nervous. And this is you're having this posture. Guys do this posture because they are nervous, and the only thing they think about is getting immediately away of where they are currently. They are feeling like they need to get out of there, and that's exactly what this position presents. They are forward, and many times their foot is even pointing to the door of the venue where they are. And this is not attractive. So that's one. The second one is crossing my legs like this. I mean, do you see the difference when you look at me? I mean, do you see how bad this looks? It's just not attractive. It's not attractive. When you do this, you pretty much seem like a guy who is a big guy, and it's not attractive. Okay, so don't cross your legs when you are sitting. The third one is about is putting yourself completely straight, like you are a nice little guy, a nice little boy, and you are completely straight. And many times, as I said, guys do this and they put themselves on the corner of the sofa. And what do you see when you do like this? I mean, it's just so bad, isn't it? So you gotta realize what you're doing wrong. And now let's go to the one that is correct and how you should present yourself when you are sitting. First thing is open your legs. Don't be afraid to show your balls. I mean, women like to see them, so don't be afraid. So open your legs, take space. That's what you want to show. You want to be in every situation, you want to show yourself that you're totally comfortable, you are relaxed, you feel confident, and that's what you want. You want to take your space and not be afraid. And that's what is sexy. That's what is sexy. So open your legs. Also, open your arms. Imagine yourself in the middle of the sofa doing this. Open your legs and open your arms and take space. Don't be afraid. Tilt your head up a bit while you check your surroundings. See the huge difference that I made just so easily by changing a few things. I went from this position where I'm super straight, I just got a bit lower where I feel more comfortable. I just open my legs and I'm taking space with my arms, or you can just put one arm, you can put both arms and just take space. And the thing about body language is when you change your body language to one that because your brain has like an idea of how it feels each body language that you have. So when you feel you have this body language of feeling nervous, I mean, you are indicating to your mind that you are nervous through your body. So by correcting your body language and by putting one that is more comfortable, even if you feel a bit nervous, but after a while you will start feeling better because you are telling your mind is to relax and feel more calm. So your body language affects your mood and the way you feel about yourself. So this is the correct position. Legs open, arms taking some space, and you can tilt your head just a bit. Okay? That's exactly what you should do. Now let's talk about standing. Okay? Let's talk about how you should stand. So, how to stand correctly? I'm going to talk about first about what guys do wrong. Most guys are like this. They have their hands inside of their pockets. Their head is completely straight. And this is how guys are in the middle of the nightclub. And you cannot see my legs, but my legs are pretty much close together. I'm not taking any kind of space. And guys are like this. I mean, this is boring. This is boring. And the only reason why guys hide their hands inside of their pocket is because they feel uncomfortable. And the only reason you should put your hands inside of your pocket is if you feel cold. Besides that, never put your hands inside of your pocket. Even worse is you talking with people like this. It's just fucking boring. Don't do that, okay? Take your hands outside of your pockets. Another one is guys crossing their arms. They're like this. And once again, my head is completely straight. I'm crossing my arms. And the only reason why guys do this is because they are doing a defensive position. They feel uncomfortable and they put their arms in front of themselves to protect their body. And also something that you probably will realize that it's very common to happen when you go to social environments and you have a lot of people. Most people are like this, with their cup in front of their body. And once again, this is the same reason as crossing your arms. People do this to protect. Anything that you put in front of your body is acting as a shield to protect yourself. And you do this because you are protecting yourself from the external factors, what is surrounding you. You don't feel comfortable. And that's the reason why you should do that. You are doing that. So never cross your arms. Never put anything in front of your body, such as your cup. And what you should do with your cup is position. You cannot see exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just putting my cup on the side of my body. And that's the way you should position yourself. And then you're just grabbing, you just drink from it. And then it goes back to the same position. And that is what you need to do when it comes with your cup or anything that is related with putting anything in front of your body. Also, don't slouch, okay? Never slouch like this and have your back curved and so on. It's just not attractive. See how unattractive it is? So, let's correct the body language. Take your hands outside, okay? Also, you cannot see, but I'm opening my legs. I'm taking space. I'm not doing this. Also, don't exaggerate because it seems really ridiculous. Take space, just like I'm doing. And I'm just taking this space. My hands are outside of my pocket. And I'm also, I want you to see my head. My head, I'm going to tilt just slightly. See, this is normal. Now I'm tilting just a bit. And when it comes to your head, just tilt a bit. I have my hands outside of my pockets. I have my legs a bit spread. I'm taking space. I'm comfortable. My shoulders are back, so you should position your shoulders back. And when it comes to this, if you have a tendency of doing this a lot because you spend way too much time in front of your computer, it's something that is really hard for you to train consciously. And you should get, if you want to better these parts, you should really get and consider getting Code of the Natural from Rob Brindon, which is an amazing product that I've been using for about 4 years now and has improved a lot of my body language because I also used to slouch a bit and I had my back curved and so on. And it really released a lot of pressure and now I feel more open and so on. So how you should position yourself this way. I'm tilting my head, looking around. Don't be afraid to smile when you are talking with others and just having fun and you taking space. This is an attractive body language. You're completely open. You have your head tilted just a bit. You're showing your throat, a vulnerable part of your body. You're showing to others that you're not afraid. You're confident. So that's the correct way. And also, while you're talking with others, as I said, don't put your hands inside of your pockets. And once again, start getting the habit of using your hands to talk with others when you are standing. Use your hands. Do it as I am doing now. I'm showing the palms of your hands to you. See? And this is an open position. It means I'm not having anything from you, and that's how others will perceive it. As being you're totally being open to with them and you're being honest. So that's the way you should train. You should gain the habit of always using your hands to express your ideas, and others will find your conversation more interesting just by doing this. So now I'm going to talk about walking, how to correct your walk. And once again, tilt your head. Gain the habit of tilting your head. But when I'm talking about tilting your head, it's just slightly. Because I remember seeing a guy who used to do this, and well, that's quite hard for you to see anything in front of you, and it's not attractive. Just tilt your head slightly. And this shows to others that you are confident. Tilt your head when you walk. Put your shoulders back comfortably. Also, not like this. And I'm open. My chest is out. My shoulders are in the right position. My back is straight, and I'm tilting my head just slightly. And when you walk, this is exactly what you should try to achieve. So you see my feet, and when I'm walking, I just cross my legs slightly, okay? I'm going to repeat so you can see it better. I just cross my legs slightly. It's not a catwalk. I'm not doing this. I'm not like doing this. I'm just crossing a bit. And you get immediately an attractive walk while you do this. Okay, I'm going to repeat once again. I'm crossing my legs. Okay, and I'm taking steps that are quite big, but not way too big. Okay, so that's the way that you should walk. You should tilt your head up. You shouldn't put your hands inside of your pocket. And you should try to cross your legs just slightly, and you will have an attractive body language when you do such. Also, about avoiding nervous habits. This is something that is really hard for you to control, but you gotta be aware of what you are doing. Many times we gain several tendencies of several nervous habits, such as biting or fingernails, or even biting the skin around your fingernails. We get in the habit of doing that, and many times we are doing such even when we are talking with others, and we don't actually realize it. And that's just a nervous habit that you might have, and you really need to change it because it's not attractive. Also, about tapping your feet, you cannot see it, but I'm tapping my feet. That's just a sign that I'm just nervous. I'm impatient, and that's what you signal. Also, tapping in any kind of surface is a demonstration of such. So you might have any kind of other habit, a nervous habit. I remember a guy who, when he was talking, would start scratching himself, and he had all of this kind of weird nervous habits. So you really need to be aware of what you are doing wrong. And the best way for you to actually avoid this is to gain the habit of speaking with others with your hands to them, and start gaining this habit. And when you are using your hands to speak with others, I mean, you won't be biting your fingernails and so on. So that's an easy way to avoid such. So you gotta realize what you are doing wrong when it comes to habits. And that is all about body language. I hope you enjoy it. You can pass to the next one where I'm going to talk about women body language and the signals that they show to you when they are attractive. So take care.